friends. My name is Priyanka Tyagi and welcome. You are here in the NIOS classes. And my name is Priyanka Tyagi. I am going to take your subject data entry operation for class 10th. Okay. And today's chapter is chapter number 1, basics of computer. So as you can see on the screen that this is your basics of computer worksheet, which contains all the important points from the chapter. So now, first of all, what is computer? Okay, as you know that in our day-to-day life, this is a very important device which we are going to use in every panel of the life. Okay, now first of all, what is computer? Okay, computer is an electronic device, okay, which accept some kind of raw data, right, which is unorganized or random data from the world, from real scenario, and in itself it will process the data by some predefined system and convert your data into information. That is the basic functionality of a computer, right? So on the which basis computer will handle its work, right? So first of all, we will discuss that process. Okay, look at the diagram on the screen, right? There are 3 major units on which computer will handle its task every time. Okay, now there are 3 panels like control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and memory unit. Okay, on the basis of 3 units, computer will handle its task. Now, first of all, what is control unit? Control unit provides you the way, or in itself it will accept all the data in a systematic way. And as you know that when we are talking about computer, right, there are so many types of devices that we'll discuss later on. Okay, but in this control unit, computer will handle its control task. That means it will control overall procedure of the work execution, data execution. Now, arithmetic logic unit, this is the second unit, which is very important. If we need to calculate some mathematical operations like addition, division, okay, multiplication, so that work computer will handle by this unit, arithmetic logic unit. Okay, memory unit, as you already know that we are handling certain kind of data, right, with internal processing with the help of control unit. We can convert our data into information, but where we can store our data? If I am comparing that computer system with the normal human body, right, we are involving so many types of work in our daily life, right? So how can we take the decision by our own with our brain, right? So we can see that in our body, brain is the area where we can think, right, where we can store our information. Just like that, computer can store its information with the help of memory unit. Okay, now you can see here, this is all about the the overall structure of computer, right? And one more thing, these 3 units will comprise, right, and will make a very major and important device inside the computer system, that is central processing unit. Or we can say that CPU is a combination or a bunch of 3 major units: control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and memory unit. Okay, now here you can see there are few more points, like as you know that it's been 5 minutes to discuss about the computer, right? So who was the inventor of computer, right? Okay, so that inventor is your Charles Babbage, right, is the inventor of the computer system. And the brain of the computer is central processing unit. The major unit of the central processing unit we have already discussed. Now there are the few certain other information regarding computer, like major parts of a computer. First of all, CPU, that we have already discussed. Second is your keyboard. Keyboard is what? It's a very important device by which we can input the data inside the computer, right? If we want to type something, So that typing work we can do with the help of keyboard, right? Now, the further one more device is also here, one more major part, that is mouse. Mouse is also a input device. Later on, we will discuss it in detail regarding this. Here, I want to tell you one important point, that it is a pointing device, right? We can select so many types of software file wise from the computer system, right? And there are further more parts of the computer, that is monitor, right? Monitor is what? If you want to see something, how can you observe the output from your computer system? By the help of monitor. Monitor is what? It's a display device, right? Anything which you have input in your computer system, computer process that data internally, and after processing the data with the help of monitor device, display device, it is very much able to show that data. Okay, now continuous power supply unit, it's a UPS, right? Okay, if we are connecting our computer device directly with earthing, and might be in future when we are involving in our work with computer and there is a all of sudden electricity power cut, right? So our computer will going to be shut down all of sudden, so, right? And in that situation we will lose the data, but that thing we can overcome with the help of this device, continuous power supply. Okay, now here you can see that on this page, there are a few more information regarding input device. I have already discussed, like mouse, right? It's a pointing device. By the help of keyboard, we can input the data in the typing way. We can type the text. Scanner. A scanner is a very important device. Later on, we will discuss in this chapter, right? The functionality of a scanner is what, right? It will convert your hard copy into soft copy. There is a microphone, light pen, joystick, barcode scanner, right? Trackball, OCR, right? All are the input devices in the computer system, and all are having different functionalities. Now, second is what? Output devices. Output devices is what? There are CRT, first of all, monitor devices. Monitor devices are of different types. Like in the older times, since older times, right, when computer came into existence, that time we were having CRT monitors. CRT monitor is totally looking like your TV, right? They are very nice capability. They are comprises with the vacuum tubes. Okay, and in LCD, later on LCD were come into existence, right? What is LCD? They are the liquid crystal diodes. These diodes are using to formulate to display the screen, right? Next is your LED. LED, light emitting diode. Okay, weight wise they are very lighter, and currently the LED screens which you have seen, right, they are made up of this technology, right? Light emitting diode. Now printer, next important and very nice device under the computer, printer, right? If I am talking about printer, there are different types of printer, like laser printer, inkjet printer, dot matrix printer, line printer. Okay, so laser printer speed wise are fastest printer, right? They are using the light beam to print the text or data over the paper. Okay, inkjet printer are having certain kinds of internal setting, right? Okay, droplets are there which is used to printing the character by character over the paper. Okay, now dot matrix printer. In the banks, usually dot matrix printers are using, right? But there is a drawback with the dot matrix printer. They are very noisy printer. Okay, speed wise, they are quite lesser as compared to laser printer. Okay, and line printer are used to print large hoarding drawing, right? If you want to print text or data on a large paper, so that thing is not possible with laser printer, inkjet printer, or dot matrix printer. That thing is possible with the line printer. Okay, now plotter. Plotter is just like the printer, but if we are comparing the size of plotter, right, with the normal printer, So size wise, they are very bigger. Suppose you want to show the wall size printing, right? Large hoarding. So that thing is possible with the help of plotter, and plotter are of two types. Okay, flatbed and drum. Okay, in flatbed plotter, they are basically the table size plotter. Okay, the drum plotter are usually just like a printer, but size wise they are the bigger as compared to normal printer. And secondly, they are having the drum like internal system, which is directly touch with the paper, and they will print the text in a very systematic format. The next output device is your speaker. When you will produce the sound, right, from the soft file, or you want to listen some music or the voice from somebody else, so that thing is possible in computer device with the help of speaker output device. Okay. Now, next you can see here that unit we have already discussed, control unit, memory unit, right? So this is all about the hardware part of computer. As we have already know that computer is the comprises of two major field. One is your hardware, second is your software. What is hardware? Anything which we can touch, which we can see, right? That is your hardware. Now, the second major domain of computer is your software, right? What is software? Actually, software is anything, or we can say, if I will give you one line explanation regarding software, that when you will assemble the hardware of your computer system, that hardware can work with the help of software, right? Software is anything which we can see, we can't touch it, right? And we can operate our hardware with the help of software. Now, the very first software which is used inside the computer system is your system software. Okay, system software are mainly of two types. One is your operating system, right? Second is your utility software. Now, first we will discuss what is operating system. If I will give you one line define about operating system, so I can say that as a human being, we are the user of the computer, and computer in itself, it's a machine, right? And we are very much aware that machine are not having any IQ level. Okay, we have to operate the machine. Machine always work on the command of user, and as a human being, we are the user. So operating system is an interface between the computer user and, right, and the computer hardware. Okay, if you want to operate your computer system, so your first system software is your operating system. Nowadays, different companies have launched their operating system, like Microsoft Windows. As you already know that the current version which is widely used is Windows 10, right? Other companies are also generating their operating system, like Apple company having the Mac OS, right? Linux, it's an open source operating system, right? If you want to avail the facility of Linux operating system like Ubuntu, Edubuntu, right? And right, this is all about your operating system. Now, utility software. Without giving so much explanation, right? I will give you an example of utility software, right? Every time, doesn't matter which device we are using, whether we are having desktop device, whether we are having laptop, tablet, mobile system, right? Mobile, okay. So in that devices, we are using different kinds of operating systems, right? And we are using scanning software, right? Who are having the responsibility to scan the viruses when we are using facility of internet, right? So we can say that scanner is the best example under the category of utility software. Okay, right? Now, next is your application software. Application software is what? They are the comprises of two types, right? One is your journal packages, right? One is your journal packages. Second is your customized packages, right? Now, what is journal packages? Okay. Journal packages are nothing. They are the they are the software which is used for journal purpose. Like if I will take the example, everybody are very much aware with the help of that so many types of documentation work we can do with the help of Microsoft Office software. Like we can use, if we want to design our document, we can use MS Word, right? If we want to generate our database file in the form of table, so Spreadsheet, MS Excel, okay, Microsoft Excel, Open Office Calc, LibreOffice Calc, okay. So these kind of softwares are very famous nowadays, okay, to handle that database work. If we want to present something, right, in a soft copy, if you want to make a presentation, so we are having a presentation software like PowerPoint, okay. So these kind of software are general purpose software, general packages, because everyone can use it, and they are the useful for everyone, okay. But now customized package, which kind of software these are, okay. Customized packages application software are those software which are specifically designed for a single purpose, for one purpose. Suppose if I will take the examples of banking software, different banks are there, like Punjab National, ICICI. So can it possible ICICI bank software can be used in another bank? No, it is not possible, because it is whole soul and totally specified for a single organization. So these kind of softwares are customized packages, right? Now next is your languages. Okay, after software, right, what is languages? Actually, if you want to generate software, definitely you have to utilize, okay, and you have to use a technology to generate different kinds of source code or programs, and that thing is possible under computer languages now, okay. And according to the category, the languages are categorized into three categories. One is your assembly language, second is your machine language, and third is your high level language. Okay, now what is this? Okay, assembly language. Normally, assembly language, if you want to say that, the another name of assembly language is your basic language, right? Which is used, or which is very much able to handle the binary data of the computer. As we are aware that computer is having what? Computer is not having any normal human-like languages like Hindi, English, and other language. If we want to process something, computer is having its own language, and that language is your binary language. The language of that language is your binary language. The language of 0 and 1, the language of bits and bytes. Okay, so these kind of language is your binary language. So we need certain kinds of special language to handle that data, and assembly language having the capability to work with binary language directly. Okay, now machine language. Machine language is having a certain kind of special codes like binary codes. If I am comparing machine language with assembly language, okay, so machine language is quite advanced as compared to your assembly language. Okay, now it is, first of all, what is the specialty inside the machine language? Computer can understand this language directly, okay, right? But parallelly, this machine language is having the capability to interact with the user. Who are the user? We are the user. And which language normally we are using to interact with the computer? English. Okay. Now next type of language, next category of languages, high level language. What is high level language? First of all, the another name of this high level language is what? The user's language. Okay. Why? Internally, machine language are operate automatically by computer system, right? But if we want to generate something, right, in computer, so we can use software wise high level language. So high level language is a user language, right? High level languages R language. Okay, so it's a programming language. Different kinds of codes with the use of English and syntax of the languages, and with the use of English concept and mathematical concept we can generate. Okay,